Hello. Gonna do a video. I'm always like thinking, oh, I'll do a video, you know, when this is right or when that's right, and I'm like it with everything. Like I don't know, I'll have an idea in my head and it'll just never happen because all the bits aren't perfect, you know, for it to happen, and it's just stupid. It's like when you go running, you know, and you're like, oh well, it's raining, or it's, you know, this, it's too hot, it's too cold, whatever. So I'm just going to do videos. I'm just going to bloody film them and post them and not worry that it's not on the GoPro or that it's not this and it's not that, and just get on with it. But they're going to be, you know, they're not just going to be videos of me wandering around car parks. So I just went and got a bit of wood from B&Q. We're at Castle Point, Bournemouth. There's a very American feel, this, I think. Sort of big open space. The sky always looks pretty cool from here. And I got some hooks. And I got some wood. Again, right? So with signs, I have all these ideas for signs in my head. It's not just a job, it's like a hobby. It's like, you know, something I'm really into. And I end up sort of having these ideas. Excuse the noise, excuse the mess, got a load of paper in there. See, again, I could be like, oh no, you've got to clean the van out before you do this and that. It's like, nah. Anyway, yeah, I have all these ideas for signs and I never do them. Because, you know, well, it's not so much that the things aren't in place for the signs. It's like all the things aren't perfect. It's more that I just put it off. And never get it done. And you know, I've been sign writing for like, I think 10 or 11 years now, and the ideas I had when I first got into it, and they've stayed with me, but they haven't really happened a lot of the time, and I've ended up doing lots of pub jobs and lots of just people's logos and stuff, and not really creating the signs that I want to create. So I'm sick of it, you know. Probably for a year, more than that, for years, probably the whole time, I've been saying, I'm gonna do it, this is the time, you know. I'm gonna start putting coats of paint on in the evenings after jobs and everything else, you know, and getting it all together bit by bit, and then sign writing it. And it's happened a couple of times, a couple of little things, but nothing, you know, I'm not doing what I want to be doing. So anyway, I'm doing it because honestly, like, work's bad at the moment. This is the worst it's been ever since COVID times. I've just had less and less work, and I'm just going to get some cat food, by the way. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's more like the sort of quiet times that I expect have been like really quiet, and then the busy times that I would expect, like middle of summer, have just been kind of standard. But now it's the middle of summer and I'm quiet. I've got a couple of jobs, but it's pretty bad. It's very bad. So yeah, I'm gonna do what I've always wanted to do, and do cool signs and stuff, you know. But firstly, I'm gonna get some cat food and drive back to the workshop. I'm gonna put a coat of paint on this sign. I'll explain about that, what that's about. Show you Asda for all of you foreign viewers, if there are any of you. You get to see British Asda, which is, it's part of like Walmart, I believe. Everything's green, bright green. It's all right. The one in Bournemouth town centre, I hate that one. I just hate it. It's busy, load of smackheads down in the car park hustling people. Security have got big attitude there. I've been stopped a couple of times coming out of there, literally just shopping, you know. I don't shoplift anymore. Yeah, I always see them pull people over. Anyway, I'm getting cat food. Right, I'm going to sign off and get this done, and I've got a new workshop, so I'll go back to the workshop and I will revisit the filming. Say new workshop, how long have I been there? Since October? last October, so not a year, maybe like 8 months or something. I don't know, I can't work it out, but yeah, it's decent. Nice big open space, and yeah, I'll show you around. But right now I'm getting some food for my cats. I've said that about 5 times because I got them some food. They're all right with it, but then I think they've just gone off it. They're like, oh, this isn't actually that good. They were like, oh, this is different, and they're like, yeah, it's still crap though. But look, I've noticed quite often these big things, which are like, you know, the best deals, all these big boxes, they don't usually have gravy. They're always jelly, right? And the small ones will be a mixture of gravy and jelly. You'll get different ones, but usually, yeah, it's quite hard to find big gravy ones. And I know they love that gravy. Wouldn't you? Gravy or like meat jelly, whatever the hell that even is. I'll go for the gravy, thanks. And I'm pretty sure the cats are saying exactly the same. There's actually quite a bit of gravy stuff in there. It's weird. Anyway, right, signing off. Right, I'm outside now. Another thing with the videos as well is I feel like it has to be this sort of polished thing that, you know, has to look really presentable and finished, and it doesn't. Yeah, if you've seen any of my videos, you'll know that that isn't the case. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, in my head, I feel like that's how it's got to be, and then I just keep putting it off. So yeah, the plan is to just bang out videos, do, you know, a couple of these, put them together on the iPad really quickly, and post them, and it will progress, you know, into something more polished later if it needs to be, you know, whatever. Yeah, so I got cat food, got big gravy boy, I got some chicken skewer stick things, I got some kiwis, I got some bananas, banana this, going back to the motor. So I got this white caddy that I got a few months ago, and I think the front brakes are like really worn down, probably scraping the bloody discs. So I've got to do that as soon as possible. But yeah, I'm out in this today. Oh, I dropped the bananas. I dropped the bananas. What's that look? Is that just... I don't know. What was I on about? Yeah, so I was thinking of painting this as well. I've actually got this up for sale now, so I probably won't bother, but I was thinking of just doing something a bit brighter, you know. I put a little bit of blue in here, but maybe I could remove it and do the same design, but maybe a blue fill with like a black outline or something. I'll put a drop shadow on it, I don't know. But yeah, so I got to do the brakes, but what am I doing? Finding the key. I've got 3 different keys for this vehicle. One for the ignition. No, sorry, I don't. No, I don't. I've got a bloody screwdriver for the ignition. I've got a key for the driver door, a key for the sliding door, a key for the rear door, and this door doesn't have a key at all. You've got to open that from the inside. Kiwis, apparently they're like mega good for you. I mean, obviously they're good for you, but apparently they're like the one, you know. And I always thought kiwis, they look nice, they sound nice, they taste nice and smoothies and stuff, but the fruits I was a bit like, oh, I don't know. And a couple of weeks ago I was like, right, I'm having it, because they've got to be nice, and they sure are. I like to cut them in half, cut them in half, and just scoop out the inside of a spoon. But some people, apparently, I'll give you a better view. While I ramble shit. Yeah, apparently some people just eat them with the skin on. So maybe I'll try that. Maybe that's the thing for today. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it today. This was stored at my mum's for a bit, and it's got this. It always happens, but I get this like horrible kind of, there's a bit here, this kind of orange speckly, I call it British rust that is that comes through because the paintwork is so, you know, deteriorated. But the worst bit is here, all of this, you know, bit around the gutter as well. But all this is kind of stable. It's like a kind of sunburnt kind of rust that just, it sort of feels dry, you know. It's like dry American rust, because it was from, you know, a dry place, a dry American place. Florida, I think. I don't actually know. I checked the I've opened that. No, I haven't. I checked the what's it called, sort of info, and I found that it was exported to Florida from Germany, so I got a Florida plate on it, but I actually don't know if it stayed in Florida. It's just the port it went to. Jacksonville. It was in Jacksonville Jaguars. But I've got a Redskins thing in there because I like the Redskins. Got a Redskins shirt on today as well. Anyway, we rolling. Right, so this is the new workshop. It's a big old boy. I'm just in the back area there, but I'm looking to hopefully move into this front bit after the summer. What's funny is I've been gone about 45 minutes and someone's just parked there. Imagine when I got a vehicle in there. People park there all the time, you know. And what I don't want to do is be leaving at 5 in the morning and have to get my van out and, like, well, I'll just have to put it out the front. Anyway, whatever. Shut up. Stop moaning. One thing I'm going to do is try and hold the camera a bit better and not be... Hello. And not be letting it film the floor and stuff, unless there's a cat on the floor. That's Momo. There's Mr. Oscar. Hey boy. Furry guy. Unit 2, this is Unit 2 at the back. Got back fence here, got a toilet in there. Got this big shutter door which is really cool. I'll open that up in a bit. And at the moment I just got storing stuff out here, but I want to paint something on that wall. If I'm just going to be here for the summer, maybe I won't, but I've got a design for it. That's something I've been putting off. Scaffolding stuff, post signs, blah blah blah, kiwis. And then we go in here, and here's the workshop inside. So I've got these big old skylights. When I first moved in, rain was coming through and I had all my stuff there in the middle of the floor, just like stacked up, you know, and the place got flooded. Also, that drain was blocked, like out there somewhere, and all the water, when it rained really hard, it filled up and it came up here and it just filled, and you can see it's kind of like a dip, massive dip over the whole thing. The whole thing was just, loads of stuff got wrecked. Hey Mr. Oscar, he wants to be in the film, obviously. But yeah, so I got these skylights and they were flooding, but they're all right now. There's a bit of a drip over there, and there's a drip around there somewhere. But I was looking at this shutter door, and it's like, it's cool because you can open it, but you can't get vehicles around here. And in a way, it kind of, you know, you can't really put stuff in front of it, so you're losing a whole wall. Like, it's great when it's open, but when it's closed, unless you got things like that clothes rack, that's my stuff I sell on stalls and that American football stuff, I can wheel that out the way if I want to, but I don't really need to. But anyway, so I thought, what can I do with it? And I thought, I've got an idea. I'm going to make a bloody cinema, right? So I've got... I've got this screen, projector screen. I've got a projector that's going to sit over there, running the computer through the projector. Then the sound is going to go through my stereo. I've got speakers in the corners here. And next door, they've got a load of chairs. The landlord has got it for storage. He's got a load of chairs in there. And I thought, you know what, a little sort of pirate, just get a few friends in and, you know, a few friends of friends, whatever. Maybe bring the sofas over. But yeah, I've got loads of random chairs about. You know, I got that big boy, that's nice. And look at him. What's he doing? He just... Anyway. Yeah, I'm going to do like Japanese cinema night. And that's another thing I've been kind of not putting off, but it's been, oh, I want it to be perfect. I want the proper leaflet. I want the project. The thing is, most of it is stuff that needs to be done. I'm not really procrastinating over it. It's just taken a long time. But back to the skylights. So I've put this green sheet up that I've given a couple of coats of paint, and it will crack off. You know, it will, but it's going to block some light off. And the idea is that that's what those hooks are for that I bought today. It's going to be hooked to there. I'm going to be able to do it with like a stick, pull it across, hook it on, and it's going to be on all the skylights, because I want the cinema nights to be, I mean, they've got to be dark because it's a projector screen, you know, it doesn't work otherwise. And I don't want them to be too late, and it's getting dark like 10 o'clock or something, 9:30, 10 o'clock. I want to start about 6ish. I think most people I know are just going to be like, nah, I don't want to do it at 10 o'clock. They'll say they will, and they will want to, but then they'll get home, you know, mate, I don't know. I want to be on, you know, 10 o'clock. I'm not going out anywhere unless it's like a proper special occasion, doing something. I'm not bloody watching a film. Anyway, so, yeah, this is the workshop. I've got a little kitchen area over there, sort of there and there. That's like the kitchen area. There's the toilet behind that in that kind of square. We've got the sign writing area, and it's also kind of a bit like a front room. Reminds me of King Earthquake's front room. He's got like a music studio, and he's proper like, I don't know, like 60s or 70s kind of interior decoration. It's really cool. But anyway, kind of reminds me of that a bit. Sort of sofas around the workplace. Yeah. So I had a big tidy up, believe it or not, yesterday, and I did most stuff. Like over there in that corner was like stuff for the tip, wood. I went to the tip, ditched a load of that, did a car boot sale, got rid of a load of stuff. Honestly, behind here, a lot of stuff is kind of rammed in there. Over here, I'm going to sort this out today. I'm going to get all this tidy. I'm showing you my rubbish, you know what I mean? I'm doing it because I'd be like, oh no, I can't do a video because it's a bloody mess, you know? It's like, no, I'm going to show you how shit I am, actually. Just going to face it. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun being shit, you know? Got sort of things to do, things to tidy up. But yeah, I think that's about it, really. The sign. So the sign I'm working on, that bit of wood there. So I actually started it with this bit of wood, and it was really thin, and I thought, nah, it's all right, it's only going on the wall, but it's like really kind of like bent and twisted and that, and it's just horrible. I thought, I'm going to do it properly. So I'm going to paint that today. That is for reenactment group. That is for my mate Alex. I want to spray that because it just kept getting shit in, like dust. It's really dusty here. These are panels. Look, it's moved again. These are like MDF panels, and I kind of drew them up based on old Japanese kites that have like samurai and stuff on. And then I've sprayed the face because pinks, you know, especially when it's that pale, is always a bit of a problem. And I had some sprays. I thought I'd spray the faces and then paint in the rest of it. Might put some gold leaf on them, I don't really know. But, you know, they've been... When did I start them? I think it wasn't in my old workshop, it was the one before that. So it's been a few years. Yeah. I've got this red panel here that I got out of a skip on a job. I'm going to paint that. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. But yeah, one idea I've had is to do kind of like Instagram people that I follow, that I like paint them signs, because it, you know, not tell them, I'll just do it because it gives me the opportunity to paint a sign that I want to paint. I started doing it with the VW stuff. I got a VW stall going, and like, you know, a stall at VW shows, VW festivals and that, where I do some car stuff. But yeah, I still do it, but just wanted to do something something different. So yeah, I've got a few Instagram people that, they're not Instagram, you know, they're people like, there's a guy who makes traditional Japanese masks. There's like a reggae sound system, probably a couple of them. There's all sorts of people. I've got a little list. I thought I'd, you know, put them together, some signs, and if they want them, I'll send them to them. If not, it's just something to paint. Got the radio for any radio. I know I put some radio videos on now and again. Got the radio stuff all down there. I've got it. So I've got the Yaesu 450 Delta wire coming up here, coax, and then I've got a dipole there just for the 11 meter band. But the plan is to put my big Sirio 8, what is it, an 827? I always forget. Is to put it going up there. But I think I'm going to hang on, because if I do get that front of the workshop, I'm going to put it slap bang right on the apex, so up there, you know, on the front. It's going to be crazy. What I could do as well, I've got a telescopic Hawkins 5/8 whatever antenna. So it's a wire antenna on a telescopic pole. So I might put the telescopic pole up, have a bit of fun with that, because that gets good signal. The dipole's not great. I mean, I haven't made any contacts here. I've just listened. I haven't really tried. Just not been in the mood for it, you know. I've been a bit, don't know, not very outgoing. But I have my moments. Yeah. So what else? Oh, I did this, built this. So I was like, oh, I want to get back into BMX. You know, I did it a bit when I was a kid. I wasn't very good. I like flatland stuff, never really got great at it. You know, there are a couple of tricks that I kind of would try to do and never really did very well. And I was like, I'm going to get back into it and I'm going to do these tricks. And I've got one. I've done it once, can't do it again now. But yeah, I got this BMX for like 50, not this one, but I got one for like 50 quid and I was messing about with it. It was actually for my son, he was using it and then he stopped. So I was like, I'm going to do it. Started using it and I was like, no, I want a proper flatland bike. So I kind of got everything kind of as cheap as I could. Got the handlebars I always wanted when I was a teenager and couldn't afford. Yeah, it's been fun. I painted it, it was black originally. The frame, painted the frame black. The wheels came off my son's BMX, so I salvaged loads of parts off that and then just bought some parts, that I needed. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. Here's the sign, now blue, didn't take long. It's a satin. You can see it compared to the gloss next door, but I don't really want it satin. It does look nice, but I'm going to use a variety of paints on it, probably a mixture of different things. So I think at the end I'll just gloss over the whole thing and it'll give it a nice shine. But yeah, I had this paint just lying around and it's satin, but it was like the perfect colour for what I wanted. Probably looks a bit paler in the video, but it's like a kind of, I don't know, like a kind of early evening nighttime blue or something. I don't know. That's kind of what it looks like and that's what I imagined. Yeah. Right, it's now the next day and that's the sign. So it's been painted, I routed the edge. I drew this up on the iPad, made a pounce pattern. I went over the pounce pattern lines with a chinograph on most of it, just because there's things going on here and I didn't want it to like brush off. And I just left that bit because I'll probably just quickly slap that bit on with pale blue soon. But yeah, it's Momoe, like a bit of Momoe, Japanese singer. That's a sign I did in winter for my lady's best friend, who's a big Hawks fan, and she took me to a baseball game, Hawks game, in Fukuoka. and that is my thank you gift. I've got to post it. I'm going to post it. Yeah, so that's going to be pink. It's going. I want like a kind of 80s feel. Pink, bright pale blue, like a peacock blue or something. I don't know what colour her shirt's going to be though, that's the thing. Thinking pink to go with that. No, I don't think so. I think having that just in pink by itself is going to be more... I don't know, I'll work it out. I just don't really know if I want another colour in there. Because it's going to have a face colour, obviously, eye colour, black outline, lip colour. This is going to kill me. I bet I do everything except for the shirt, and then I sit there for like 2 weeks trying to work out what colour. No, I won't, but I don't know. I'll work it out. Okay, anyway, I think I'm gonna call that the end of the video and put it all together and upload it. And I'm not gonna watch it either, because I'll sit there and watch it and be like, oh, delete that bit, delete. No, I'm just gonna bloody post it. Put it all into one thing and post it. And this can be the, I don't know, Momoe Sign part 1. Although it's mainly been about other stuff. It's cool. Yeah, right. See you later. Bye-bye. Don't even know if anyone's watching, but who knows? Someone will. Someone out there will watch all of this video. Okay, if you watch all of this video, say something, because you're a braver man than I. No, it ain't been too bad, has it? Has it?